So, another way to work practice into your daily life so that you can do more of it. One of them is that, well, note recognition and interval recognition is really important. So you can do that while you're listening to music. You could probably do it while you're listening to a podcast as well. But yeah, and so yeah, if you just do that while you're listening to music, it just makes it more fun. Also, you can do the note recognition game and the interval recognition games while you're waiting for things, or like, if you're driving somewhere, you're in the passenger seat, you can kind of play it. Um, or, like if you're in a waiting room or something like that, at the doctor's or at your music class or music lesson. Because sometimes when people go to music lessons, they, have to wait in the waiting room, right? So you can just sit there playing your game. One time, a girlfriend at the time, she went to like this yoga, or I think it was like it's like yoga or some type of like spiritual thing. Anyways, I dropped her off and I went to McDonald's for a bit just to like hang out and just wait for her to be finished. And I grabbed like a little bite to eat, and I used their Wi-Fi, and I just played the note recognition game a ton. But the funny thing is, I played the note recognition game so much that by the time I went to go pick her back up and we were like driving back home, she was like, "You know that's a red light, right?" I'm like, "What?" And it was because I didn't see the red light because in my mind, uh, all I could see was like F, G, C, B. So I've been playing it like a ton. I think I played it the whole time she was at her yoga thing or whatever. So it was like half an hour, maybe an hour or something of just playing this note recognition game. But yeah, so if you get some type of note recognition game, which you can get on your app, on your phone and stuff, really easily. I also have them on my website, and you just play the heck out of those games while you do other stuff like listening to a podcast, listening to YouTube, music, or just hanging out, waiting while you're driving or waiting for something to happen. Then you can get a lot of note recognition done. Actually, my treble clef used to be really well. My treble clef is really good because I do guitar and violin and piano, and all those things have treble clef. But my bass clef kind of sucked because piano is treble clef and bass clef. But the only thing I use my bass clef for is with piano. So my bass clef kind of sucked there. So in order to get my bass clef up, when I used to work at Long McQuaid's, I would, in between students, I would sit in the either in my lesson room or in the kind of waiting room, the waiting area, and I would just play the note recognition game just for the bass clef. And I got really good with the bass clef to the point where I was just pom 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 pom. And yeah, that really improved my note recognition. Another thing too is one of my students. I told them if all they did for the entire week was play the note recognition game, that would be totally fine. Um, and some students kind of, I said to some students like, "That's all I want you to do the entire week, is just play that game." And some of them, would still, they didn't take it entirely full on, like 100%. But this one student, she left. She was like, "Okay," and she left. And she came every 2 weeks. So the next 2 weeks later, when I saw her, she was sight reading really well, like way better than she was before. And I was like, "What the heck? What happened? How did you get so, amazing at sight reading so quickly?" And she was like, "Oh, I just took your advice about playing the note recognition game like crazy." And so she just got really good with the note recognition to the point where she could just see the note and just immediately know what it is and play it. So yeah, just try to tie those note recognition games, which you can get on your apps, on your phones and stuff. Try to tie it to doing other stuff as well, like listening to podcasts and stuff. Because if you tie those things to other fun things that you're doing, then you are likely to just do it more often, just because you have you're doing something fun that you enjoy. But yeah, there you go.